This is question 42 of civil engineering paper of GATE 2016 forenoon session. An undisturbed soil sample was taken from the middle of a clay layer as shown in the figure. Laboratory test results are as follows. Natural water of content of clay equal to 25%, pre-consolidation pressure of clay equal to 60 kilopascal, compression index of clay is given as 0.5, and recompression index of clay is given as 0.05. A specific gravity of clay is equal to 2.70 and bulk unit weight of sand is given as 17 kilonewton per meter cube. A compacted field of 2.5 meter height with unit weight of 20 kilonewton per meter square is placed at the ground level. The ultimate consolidation settlement of the clay layer is. So in this question, the soil strata is given. Initially sand of depth 1 meter and below which a clay of layer 1 meter is given. The groundwater table is present at the top of the clay layer. The natural water content of clay is given as 25%. Pre-consolidation pressure of clay is also given. So all the data, laboratory test data is given of the clay as you can see in the figure. Now a compacted field of 2.5 meter height with unit weight of 20 kilonewton per meter square is placed at the ground level. Suppose this is here at this point. So this is a field of height 2.5 meter and unit weight 20 kilonewton per meter square. Now we need to compute the ultimate consolidation of the clay layer. So this question is from the topic of consolidation of soil. You may study about consolidation of soil and related theory in detail in lecture 42, compressibility of soil, soil mechanics geotechnical engineering 1 by Professor Dilip Kumar Baid, IIT Kharagpur. So just recall, let's recall quickly the formula which we use to compute the settlement. So the very first step to identify the soil type, whether it is normally consolidated or pre-consolidated. So how can we identify the soil is normally consolidated or pre-consolidated? By comparing the sigma C dash and sigma naught dash. Okay, where sigma C dash is the pre-consolidation stress. Pre-consolidation stress and sigma naught dash is the initial effective stress. So if the pre-consolidation stress is smaller than the initial effective stress, then the soil is said to be normally consolidated soil. Then we use the formula for computation of settlement as delta H equal to Cc into H naught by 1 plus E naught into log sigma naught dash plus del sigma dash by sigma naught dash, where del sigma dash is the change in effective stress. So by this formula we can find the settlement for normally consolidated soil. But if the sigma C dash is greater than sigma naught dash, then the soil is said to be pre-consolidated soil. So for pre-consolidated soil there are two conditions, condition 1 and condition 2. In condition 1 we need to compare the sigma C dash with sigma naught dash plus del sigma dash. So if sigma C dash is greater than sigma naught dash plus del sigma, then the entire range of stress is in pre-consolidation zone and the settlement is computed using recompression index. So in this for normally consolidated soil, the settlement is computed using this compression index. But in case of pre-consolidated soil, if sigma C dash is greater than sigma naught dash plus del sigma, then we use this recompression index rather than the compression index. That is the formula del H equal to Cr into H naught divided by 1 plus E naught log sigma naught dash plus del sigma dash by sigma naught dash, as you can see in the figure. Now, the second case under pre-consolidation soil is if sigma c dash is smaller than sigma naught dash plus del sigma dash, then the settlement is computed in two parts. As you can see, the formula is written on your screen. So the first part is due to a stress increase from sigma naught dash to sigma c dash, which is on the recompression curve, and the second term here in this equation is due to the pressure increase from sigma c dash to sigma naught dash plus del sigma, which is on the virgin curve. So these are the formula which we use to compute the settlement. So now for this question, first of all, we need to check the soil is normally consolidated or pre-consolidated. So for that, we need to compare the sigma c dash and del sigma naught dash. So here the value of sigma c dash, that is pre-consolidation pressure of clay, is given. This is sigma c dash. So this is sigma c dash. Now we need to find the initial effective stress at the mid of the clay layer. So first of all, we need to find this unit weight of this clay layer. So since this groundwater table is at the top of the clay layer, then this clay layer will be under submerged condition. So the formula for submerged condition is equal to gamma sub equal to G minus 1 divided by 1 plus E gamma W. So here the clay layer, the G value is given, and gamma W we need to we may take gamma W as 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. Now the E value, that is initial void ratio of this clay, is not given, but water content of the clay is given and specific gravity of clay layer is given. So we can find the void ratio. So we know the relationship between E, W, G and S. So if here in this figure, in this condition, the clay is under submerged condition, so S will be 1 since the soil is saturated. So E is equal to W into Z. So the W is given as 0.25, 0.25 and G is 2.7. So E will be 0.675 since S is 1 for this condition. Now putting the value of E in this equation, we will get the gamma submerged. So G is 2.7, 2.7 minus 1 divided by 1 plus E, the value of V which we have computed right now, that is 0.675 into 9.81. So after calculating it, we will get the gamma submerged as 9.96 kilonewton per meter cube. That is the submerged unit weight of this clay layer comes as, this clay soil comes as 9.96 kilonewton per meter cube. Now we can find the effective stress at this point, sigma naught dash. So at the mid of the clay layer, this will be 0.5 meter since the depth of clay layer is 1, so 1 by 2, 0.5 meter. So now sigma naught dash will be the unit weight of soil just before the placement of the fill, since we are computing the initial effective stress, that is before filling that before placing that fill. So sigma naught dash will be the unit weight of sand is given as 17 kilonewton per meter cube. So 17 into 1 plus the unit weight of clay layer is 9.96 into 0.5. So we will get after calculation, we will get this sigma naught dash as 21.98 kilonewton per meter square. Now we have the value of sigma c dash, we have the value of sigma naught dash. So now we can compare these two values, sigma c dash and sigma naught dash. So here we found the sigma naught dash is smaller than this sigma c dash. This is smaller than 60 kPa, that is smaller than pre-consolidation stress. So we can say if the pre-consolidation stress is greater than initial stress, so we can say the soil is pre-consolidated. So here for this condition the soil is pre-consolidated. Now under pre-consolidated there are two conditions. We need to compare the sigma c dash with sigma naught dash plus del sigma. So now we need to find this del sigma dash. So del sigma dash, this del sigma dash is due to the placement of the fill. Placement of the fill. So this depth of the fill is in the question it is given as 2.5 meter and unit weight is given as 20 kilonewton per meter cube. So the change in effective stress del sigma dash will be 20 into 2.5. So it will be 50 kilonewton per meter square. Now this value of sigma naught dash plus del sigma dash will be is equal to 21.98 plus 50. So it is 71.98 kilonewton per meter square, which is greater than pre-consolidation, this pre-consolidated stress, that is sigma c dash. So now we can see here the condition 2 satisfies, that is sigma naught dash plus del sigma dash is greater than sigma c dash. So we need to use this formula del h equal to this del h1 plus del h2, since we need to compute this settlement in two parts, del h1 and del h2. So we can use the formula del h, this del h is equal to del h1 plus del h2. So del h1, as you can see in this figure, the formula is CR into H naught by 1 plus E naught into log sigma c dash divided by sigma naught dash plus Cc into H naught divided by 1 plus E naught into log here sigma naught dash plus del sigma naught dash plus del sigma dash divided by sigma c dash. So by using this formula we can compute the settlement of the clay layer. So here the value of CR, that is recompression index, is 0.05. So this is 0.05 into H naught. So H naught is the this depth of clay layer, which is 1 meter divided by 1 plus E naught. So just now we have computed E naught as 0.675 into log sigma c dash. So sigma c dash is 60 kPa, 60 kilopascal, divided by sigma naught dash. So sigma naught dash, we have calculated sigma naught dash as 21.98. So this is 21.98 plus Cc. So the value of Cc is 0.5 into H naught, that is depth of clay layer is 1 divided by 1 plus E naught, that is 0.675 into log sigma naught dash. So sigma naught dash we have computed as 21.98 plus sigma del sigma, that is change in effective stress due to placement of fill, which comes here 50 divided by sigma c dash, that is pre-consolidation stress, which is 60 kilopascal. So when we calculate it, after calculation we will get this delta H as 0.0366 meter. So we can write it as 36.6 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Sorry, 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Yes, so this will be 36.6 millimeter. So it is almost equal to, we can write this settlement as 37 millimeter. So we got the settlement of the clay layer after placement of the fill as 37 millimeter. So the ultimate consolidation settlement of the clay layers comes here 37 37 millimeters. So 37 is the correct answer for this question. Thank you.